Hello, welcome to the first episode of the Imperial Palace Vox-Cast. I am your host, Mumayo, and I appreciate that you're listening to us today. Today we're going to be talking about some of the recent news at Warhammer as a hobby, and then we're going to be catching up some of the projects I've been on, and yeah, let's just get chatting. So, here we are, the Warhammer community page. So it seems the Las Vegas Open is going everywhere lately, so let's check them out. Here we are. Oh, really cool. So good news for good old Adeptus Mechanicus fans. We got new models for you. Look quite interesting. Really like the helmets. Particularly that one. I really like it. This horse like creatures are slightly creepy and cool at the same time, which is always that kind of aspect you want with the Mechanicus. You want it slightly familiar, so you kind of, oh, I know what that is, but at the same time completely different from what you expect. And so cool cavalry. Oh yeah, okay. With the helmet. Oh, this the second version with the Escatire Rangers is so much better. They're not creepy, they're actually scary. That's cool. Yeah, I prefer these ones a lot more. A lot more. Oh, that's cool, man. It's cool. Very cool. Can't wait. Ooh, here we go. So we go some airborne units. Well, okay. So I like the model. I really do. I don't know. It has a Dark Eldar vibe to it. It must be just the spiky wings. Makes me think of the. I can't remember the name of them, but those characters, Dark Eldar characters that have all those wings. Makes me think of them, but oh well, the helmet looks cool and the flamethrower must be, yeah, flamethrower. That's a canister. Looks so cool. Yeah, I would probably take their wings off if I was gonna buy the. I don't know what I would do actually. Now that I think about it. Oh well. No, it looks cool. It's just I probably won't find myself buying them any time. So that was the first part of Las Vegas. Oh, we go Psychic Awakening Engine Wars. So good old Mechanicus are joining in. Good. The Imperial Knights and unfortunately Chaos Knights. Traitors. No, no one likes you. And Chaos. No one likes you either. Go away. Oh, and we got some cheeky teaser trailer for a grey orc boss, and I wonder who it is. I won't say his name because I'm still struggling to pronounce it. So after this episode, I'll just try to iterate his name over and over and over so I can say flawlessly. Age of Sigmar, haha, sweet. Okay. So we got Luminev Realm Lords, the ultimate expression. Also, almost like high fantasy elf-looking characters with shields and spears. Very nice, very nice, very pretty models. And of course the cavalry. They're cool. Very cool helmets. But now we got that's what's his name? The Light of Elsarion, one of the most legendary heroes. That is an amazing model. That is beautiful. I really wanna buy that and paint it. I've seen a few people making some comparisons to Visor from what's the name? The Ionari? Yeah, the Ionaris. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing, but it makes sense they look alike. But man, it's just so cool. So cool. It's a badass model. My buy it. And then we have one of Warhammer's famous characters. Oh, I don't know much of a Warhammer fantasy, so my apologies. I'll try to make up for it later. Techlease. Your name is Techlease. Now, right, from the bottom of the base up to the winged phoenix creature is amazing. I love it. It's so cool, so amazing, beautiful. Now, Phoenix, what's his name? Anyways, the big elf guy. I like the model. I just don't feel too sure about the pose. It's almost like he's been stuck in a T pose for for Reagan a character. But like I would like him either riding the beast or standing next to him in a fighting stance or something like that. But flying like that, not too keen. But other than that, that model is amazing, beautiful. So much books. I need to catch up on that because I'm more of a audiobook person. Yeah, allows me to listen to catch up with stories very fast. But the artwork is beautiful though. That's something that's been incredible in the creative team in Warhammer lately. The artwork and the models have been just slowly scaling and improving. It's amazing. This is, how dare you? It's been amazing to see happen. I became part of the hobby in 2015 or late 2014, so I am joined in the right time to see all the huge, well, not huge, but see a consistent development. Oh, here we go. Warhammer Underworlds. So we got some Norgal looking baddies. Oh, that look cool. I like this guy with a that. You will notice this saying about me liking helmets. I like helmets a lot. So if a model has a helmet, I already like it at least more than I do any other bareheaded model. Oh, and the creepy cat. Some of my people on Twitter have been talking about the creepy cat, and that creepy cat needs to go to the vet. It looks sick. That's not good. So this lady here is a very, very bad owner. I will have let. Oh, she has a tentacle coming out. Oh, that's not good. Cool models, man. Cool models. Great for the hobby. Black Stone Fortress. Oh man, I haven't played that yet. I've been so tempted to buy it, but I am not that I am against playing the games. It's just I don't know the rules. My close circle of people, they're not really that interested in investing their time to learn the rules. So I would love to play, but I can't play at the moment. Not my own, anyways. So we have I don't know how to pronounce this. So here we go. A SWAT. For one, I can understand there are characters on aliens that Tyranid send ahead of their fleets. They're not very Tyranid looking, but it's a cool model. But you know what? I'm gonna be a bit picky here. One of my favorite minor Xeno factions is Raguls. They're such an they're so badass. I just love their lore. I love the artwork. The few pictures that we have of them, I love them. They're so both terrifying and badass. I just want some models. Not gonna lie, I want some Raggle models soon as possible. I want them yesterday because they're so cool. But having said that, this sword guy looks cool. Looks cool. Very distinctive. very distinctive. So it'll definitely stand. I do like those one-shot kind of characters. I do tend to lean to buying most of them because of I don't build armies. I build a small units or like a squad for each faction and single characters because I enjoy painting more than I do gaming. For now, but anyway, Forge World. For those who have extra cash to burn, that's a giant dreadnought. And those a lot of big guns. Don't wanna be on the wrong side of those guns. Looks cool though. Looks sick. Gonna say this, I do not like when we have a dreadnought and the helmet is exposed. Now, I don't know this, so I'm probably saying this, not knowing, but is the Space Marine interred in the dreadnought? Is his head in the helmet? That's what I need to know, because that may change my opinion about it. If it's not, then okay, looks cool. But if it is, if the actual Space Marine head is just where the helmet is, then I don't like it at all, because you're just asking for it looks like a bullseye. You're just asking for a headshot. So that's my 2 cents on Dreadnought statics and thingies. So we got a big reveal. They haven't revealed us yet. Well, as at the time of this recording, anyways. Horus Heresy. This is a Wise Guard character. Now, as much of a helmet raving madman I am, I don't know how I feel about this mask slash helmet character. Maybe because of the size, it looks a bit off, but without the helmet, bareheaded, it looks actually really cool and fun. Not 100% proportions, but looks right. But with the helmet on, I don't know. Still cool model though. I like the side leg armor. It's badass. Warhammer Heroes. I've never been a Warhammer hero. I'm probably never gonna be one because I am a meanie. Oh, here we go. So we got Angels of Death, which is it animated or is it? I think it's animated. Let's go with that until, and it looks amazing. Like it's almost like someone took the Death Watch game and made a animation out of it. So it's the same kind of level details. It's impressive, and it certainly has me excited for it. So good news, being very exciting week for the Warhammer world. Happy times. Right, what's next? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at those well, it was new a couple days ago, so not so new anymore, but you've probably seen them by now. Is new reinforcement for the Blood Angels, and oh, I like the armor a lot. I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome. I really enjoy it. But the helmet, I don't know. I feel that those helmets are what the Noise Marines would look like, if that makes sense. So that's my only critique. That's my only critique of these models. Other than that, I think they look amazing, awesome. Looks so cool. So Momao gives seal of approval. Maybe switch some helmets, but other than that, very chappy with them. So, alright, that was a bit of a catch up on the model news. Now we're gonna have a look at good old Black Library. I'm gonna say I am mostly an audiobook guy, and I've been slowly but surely catching up on the Horus Heresy saga. So I have neglected some of the 40k stories a bit. So my apologies. I'll make it right. So anyway, the the news front today is the apologies for pronouncing Horusian a Horusian Wars Special Edition. I checked, it's sold out by now as we recorded, so sad times for people that really wanted it because it's a beautiful book. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Guess Mama seal of approval. We also have a new story following an Imperial Fist librarian called Aster Lydoran. Sounds cool. Apparently he's going to face some catastrophe and avenge the death of his battle brothers. Good. I hope he does. Life is really hard as a spaceman. Don't need to make any harder. We also have a pre-order for an audiobook. Oh, here we go. This is my. This is that right down my street for Mephiston. Sadly, as religious civil war brings about Angel's commander and chief librarian Mephiston to the Shining World. God damn it. Mephiston just can't have a day off, can he? He can't just sit down, do some art, some sculpting, enjoy a good old cup of wine, and just, appreciate life. No, everything goes to crap. And he just can't relax. Poor guy needs a break, needs a holiday. The Horus Heresy. I finished the audiobook for Wolfbane. I really enjoyed it. It was cool. So Horus Heresy is you can always find your favorite among them and find ones that you don't like as much as others. But man, I am up to Master of Mankind, and I just haven't found a bad one. Like, they're all consistently good, and I just been enjoying it so far. But just to point out, my favorite is The Flight of the Einstein. I just love that book. And the second tier, oh god, there's too many. I will make a list. Yeah, there's a couple new exciting stories coming for you guys to read. I certainly will try to finish Horus Heresy before I move on to 40k, or at least read as much as possible, because it's a part of the setting I really enjoy. Now, we were looking at the Horusian Wars early on in a bit, so let's go in detail because that seems to be the bigger release. So apparently this is an anthology, so we have small stories bounded together, and they follow the adventures of Inquisitor Covenant. Haha. So let's see what he says. The Inquisitor stands against the plans of the sinister Triumvirate. Who knows? My high Gothic is not very good. But he does not stand alone. Oh yes, he's bringing his buddies. You don't mess with the man and get away with it. So let's see. They're all written by John French. Let's see the name of the stories. Absolution of Swords, this Knave of Stars, the Masters of Threads, the Circle of the Swords, the Spirit of the Cogs, the Thief of Chalices, the Maiden of the Dream, the Purity of Ignorance. I wouldn't appreciate being described as the purity of your ignorance. The Son of Sorrows, the Father of Faith, and the Blessing of Saints. Sounds good. I'll probably give it a go, but I think this is the second one in the anthology series. But yeah, it's $9.99 for an ebook, so maybe you wanna try it. We'll see. Ooh, following this, we're going to one of the very exciting news. Games Workshop has released 2 teaser trailers for what it looks to be some CGI films, but besides, so for what I can read, Warhammer has made really big plans. So let's have a look. Now culminating a year's work of their talents across the world. Animations. Okay, so it is an animation, and I don't know whether it's an animated series or a feature film. We'll see in a sec. So if it's, I'll put a link to this if you wanna get into detail. But I think it's one of those very big news, exciting times for us. I really like that picture of the ultramarine Primaris. Cool, man, cool. Ooh, big old sexy bolter. That's what you need in your life, son. A beautiful, sexy bolter. Keep you safe, keep you company. That's what you need in life. Well, paint me excited. Look forward to see what happens. Now we're moving on to the next section of the podcast. Sorry, Vox-Cast, and it is every episode we do a character of the week, and I decided to be a bit on the nose with this because it's the first episode. Therefore, the first character of the week will be Primarch Lion L. Johnson, Primarch of the First Legion, the Dark Angels, and he is a very cool character, very pragmatic, very interesting, because I know there's a lot of memes, there's a lot of jokes about his loyalty status. I like to think he's loyal. I just think he's, well, not that I just think it, we all know how secretive and offensive he can be. That being said, he has given me one of the most memorable favorite moments, and when I was listening to the Horus Heresy books, when he was at the throne room where Sanguinius was sitting. Where Sanguinius was sitting there, and Gilliman and the Lion and Gilliman were arguing. It's beautiful because I like when there's more than one Primarch, because usually, as you will notice, and the Horus Heresy Primarchs were, you know, they call all the shots unless there was another Primarch. But it was so cool because you notice the Pragmas are not used to, at this point in the before the heresy, they're not used to talking to an equal rank person, if that makes sense. It's like you see when they're talking to each other and they have to make compromises. Like this is paraphrasing, of course, but when Gilliman was arguing with Lion L. Johnson, and I can't remember what Gilliman say, but Lion's response was like, sorry, it makes me laugh. What was it? Oh no, I forgot the quote. It was, let's paraphrase it, but he basically say, my theoretical fist will punch you practical face. Oh, I can't remember, something I lost along those lines. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot. I will gonna have to go back and check that. Shame on me, how dare I forget. Guys, feel free to shame me for this. But yeah, I like Gilliman's and Lionel Johnson relationship. I like how it's no, they clash. It's not 100% smooth, which maybe points that he'll be the second loyal Pragma to come back, which would be so cool. Because from previous stories, he's happy to ally with Gilliman. It's just they're not Gilliman and his persona. Gilliman is too straight of an arrow. He doesn't like shenanigans. He just likes things to go smooth and to go the proper way or no way. Whereas Lion, not so much. He does as he pleases. And if you don't agree, you're gonna get chopped in half. Chop it. Anyways. Yeah, it's an awesome character. It's just interesting when you read about how he was on toe-to-toe with horrors in terms of claiming worlds, that he could keep up with, not only keep up, but actually beat Conrad Curse in single-handed combat, which is ridiculous when you take into consideration that he can have glimpses of the future, or therefore see and predict what you're going to do next. So his combat skills cannot and should not be underestimated. He's top tier, one of the best combat he could keep with Comrade Lehman Ross. I'm sure he can keep up with Angram, sure. Falgren and Jagatai, maybe, I don't know, because Jagatai is quite a force to be reckoned with as well. He was able to not only go toe to toe with Mortarion, but actually push him back, and so that'll be a good fight. Now that I think about it, that'll be a really good fight. Lionel Johnson versus Jagatai Khan. We need to make that happen, boys. That needs to happen. The best two swordsmen of the Imperium. Screw you, Fulgrim. Screw you, you traitor bastard. Anyways, yeah, definitely one of the best characters in the series. Flawed, which makes it even more appealing. So, yeah, character of the week, Lionel Johnson. Keep it real, keep sleeping. We love you. We go to projects. You guys can drop in the comments below what projects you've been up to. Let me know, we can chat about it. I am currently painting 2 5-man Imperial Guardsman squads and a heavy gun support unit. There's 2 squads, one of them is named Blue Hearts and the second one is Red Diamonds. And I haven't spent too much time thinking about the little homebrew lore, but basically they're very devout to Saint Celestine, and that's pretty much all I go without for them. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. What should I be painting next? I got about 13 Chaos Cultists ready to go. They're penned, they just need primed, and then start painting them right after this Imperial Guardsman. So that's me hobby wise. Now we can move to the last section of the podcast, which is the community appreciation part. We heard, I think it was mid-December, that the man, the legend, the icon, Duncan is sadly moving away from the company, from Games Workshop. I wish him the best luck in the world in his future endeavors. I wish him all the best. You're gonna be missed, Duncan. You have made a great service to the hobby and to everyone in it, teaching everyone how to paint. You share your passion for the hobby and infected everyone in a good way, not the Nurgle way, but in a good way. Sad to hear that you leave him, but we wish you the best, Duncan. And you guys should follow him on Twitter, see what he's up to. Recently he posted some really cool paintings of Bretonian knights, and it's just really good. He also did some Fallout minis, I've been meaning to get some of them because I love the Iron. Is it Brotherhood of Iron? Oh, sorry, Brotherhood of Steel. I always liked them as a faction in the Fallout series, and the fact is, there's many of them. I'm like, oh, need to get some of them right away. That's it. That's us closing in. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, make some jokes in the comments. Momao signs off from the Imperial Palace. Take care. See you soon.